Alright, here we are. Almost to the end of the week. Almost to the end of the working week for most people. It's Thursday, July 8th, 2021. And this is today's video message for my friend Lilla, who lives across the world from me in a European country. And I live in the U.S. in the state of Oklahoma. I grew up here and I've lived here most of my life. I've lived recently across the country in a couple other states, moving back and forth, and then now I'm back again. Anyway, this is today's video message for Lilla, if you're watching. I mentioned a couple of days ago that I like your sense of humor, and I think humor is important in just coping with life and the stresses that it throws at us. And I think it's important to have a sense of humor. I think humans have humor as a coping mechanism, as a way of dealing with things that bother us. And I think laughter and crying are two sides of the same coin. They're both built-in functions to how to cope with things. Either way, we release all that pressure and disappointment and sadness through laughing at it as a defense against the world, or alternatively, we cry to release that stress, that pressure, that buildup of emotion inside of us. And a healthy sense of humor is my preferred way of dealing with it. And I like your sense of humor. As I said, I like the witticisms that you come up with when talking about something, or if we're discussing something. I like that you have a witty retort to something I may bring up, or if I sarcastically respond to something, you also have a good sarcastic reply. And sarcasm is the best kind of humor, in my opinion. I think that's sarcasm is also a great coping mechanism, a great function against the worries and stresses of this world, and a way to deflect to that. And a healthy sense of it is important as well. Anyway, speaking of jokes, this is a joke that a friend of mine said all the way back in high school, and this was a little over 10 years ago. And I still remember because it was so odd. It sticks with me. It's one of those jokes that's like an anti-joke. It doesn't make any sense, but the point that but the fact it is odd and weird and random is the point that makes it funny, at least to me. And it's a joke that it's just strange. My classmate who said this, he was always saying very strange things. He had a weird sense of humor that I appreciated, because I myself have a strange sense of humor. Anyway, here's the joke. It says, two bears are sitting in a bathtub, and one bear says to the other, "Can you pass me the soap?" And the other bear is just looking at him in like shocked, like disbelief. And he says to the first bear, "What do I look like? A typewriter?" Again, it's not supposed to make any sense. It's just strange, and the strangeness of it is the point of the humor, and I find that joke very funny. But yeah, I like different kinds of humor. As I mentioned in the other video, I like slapstick, but I also like especially witty and verbal humor. I like sarcasm, clever put-downs, one-liners, witty insults, clever retorts, things like that. Verbal witty humor is like my favorite kind. Clever sarcasm, or just fun plays on phrases or words are great. But I like different kinds. I like physical humor, like, the pie in the face and falling downstairs and comical ways. I like, I like lighthearted stuff, just like dad jokes. I like dark humor. I like gallows humor, as they call it. And I like the joke I mentioned. I like stupid, nonsensical things that hit you with how weird they are, that make you laugh. My taste in humor is pretty far-ranging. I like satire and parody. I like highbrow sophistication, but I also like dumb, lowbrow humor as well. Particularly if it's dumb humor written in a smart way. Like a show about a stupid character, but it's written by smart people. I like stuff like that, where it still is dumb humor, but it's also at the same time clever. Shows like The Simpsons or Futurama, Beavis and Butthead, stuff like that, and pull that off very well. But on the other end of the spectrum, I like very witty, clever series about smart characters who trade witty jokes and wordplay. Shows like Cheers, Frasier, Bob's Burgers does this very well. So I like both ends of that. And speaking of television, my taste in television is just kind of random as well. I like pretty much any kind of show. That doesn't mean I like every show, but it means I like every kind of genre of show. I like mystery shows. I like crime shows. I like, some sitcoms. I like science fiction. I like horror. And there's all kinds of shows, that fit all of these, Like I said, I like Cheers and Frasier and Bob's Burgers and The Simpsons. I like King of the Hill. I like the old Star Trek shows, like the original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. I like the X-Files. I like I like Simon and Simon. I like Law and Order. Particularly Law and Order Criminal Intent. That's my favorite of the Law and Order franchise. I like Friday the 13th, the series, which was a great but under-known 80s show. Love the original Twilight Zone. Love Tales from the Dark Side. Love Tales from the Crypt. And then the cartoon version of that for kids was Tales from the Crypt Keeper, which I also liked. I like some of the old series too. I love MASH. I love Golden Girls. I love Murder, She Wrote was a great show. I love Columbo. What else? Three's Company was dumb, but I enjoyed it. There's a lot of good old sitcoms. Good Times was a great show. I like The Jeffersons. Trying to think, there's some other old school from the 70s shows I like a lot. Barney Miller was good. WKRP and Cincinnati. The 70s had its fair share of good television, and the 80s did too. Silver Spoons was a pretty good show. Facts of Life was pretty good. Love Who's the Boss. Those are some of my favorite 80s shows. Yeah. Family Ties was good, but I didn't care for Alex B. Keaton. I didn't like that character. But the rest of the family was great. And Roseanne was an excellent show. That was one of the best shows of the 80s and 90s, in my opinion. So, not to get off topic, which I just did, but I have a pretty broad taste in television. And then, there's excellent shows that were on, like, cable. Like, HBO had, like, some of the best shows ever. And then even now, there's great stuff on streaming. Some of the best series I've seen are on streaming, like Mindhunter, BoJack Horseman, stuff like that. So anyway, those are some of my favorite tastes in TV, and a random joke. But I thought, that would keep your mind off stuff that might be bothering you. helps me to get my mind off stuff and just think about random stuff. So anyways, that was today's video message, and I'll be back tomorrow with the next one. And I hope you take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.